Hey, what's up, guys? This is Carlos Sangiano, and today I'm trying something a little bit different. I'm actually sort of doing like a live video casting directly from my arcade machine. So this is something I'm kind of referring to as retrocasting, and it's something that I don't know, I want to kind of play around with it and see if it's something that people enjoy and like. So the main idea of this is that like I'm going to be playing video games and sort of like casting them in real time as I play, and you know, play some of my favorite video games, maybe play some of you know, you guys' favorite video games, and maybe just play some video games with my friends. I've had my friends play video games and see sort of like what kind of fun and reaction we have playing like these kind of old school classics that are so very near and dear to our hearts. So anyways, as a test today to sort of see if the entire system is working, I'm actually going to be playing one of my favorite video games ever. And if you haven't heard of this game and you're my age or maybe a little bit older, then you really need to get your life together, because this is one of the greatest games ever made. And the name of that game is Mike Tyson's Punch-Out!, and it's actually an old school NES game. So we're gonna go to the Nintendo Entertainment System, and I kind of have it preloaded here already, amongst many other games. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get this guy started. All right, so the game's up. I'm gonna put my headphones on so I can actually hear the audio. Great soundtrack, as you can tell. So one of the things that might be odd right now is that I do think that I have a small audio delay between what's being recorded on the microphone and what's coming through the camera. So I'm working on it. As I said, this is kind of like a big test. I've gotten that latency down a little bit, but I'm hoping to do a little bit better in the future. But anyways, let's go ahead and get the game started. So the first character is super weak. He's by far one of the weakest characters in this game. His name is Glass Joe. One of the cool things about this particular game is that every character is about figuring out kind of like the secret trick to defeat them. And you basically, it requires a lot of timing. It requires quite a bit of skill. There's always a trick to the entire game. So with this particular character, he's one of the few that actually lets you wail on him a little bit before he actually invites you to fight. Once he gets pissed off is when you really start doing sort of like the real damage. Here we go. So now that he's pissed, he's gonna invite me to fight, and then he's actually gonna start throwing punches. So once he throws his punches, the trick is basically get out of the way. This guy telegraphs his punches like quite a bit. So obviously as soon as he puts that arm out or he blinks, you basically want to dodge and basically start punching. So another thing that was kind of interesting about this game is that they had this idea of the super punches, and the super punches were actually done by pressing the start button. And one of the things that's very unique about that is that it's probably one of the only Nintendo games that actually introduces this third button into gameplay. Because usually the start button is just for pausing the game, right? But in this particular game, it actually has an action, which is this super punch. So, okay, so we've knocked this guy out 2 times. So basically now we do the third time. Third time's the easiest. Mario comes out, calls it TKO, and game's over. You know, he stepped to me, I had to put him down. That's the way it goes. So anyways, this has been Mike Tyson's Punch-Out!. That was Glass Joe. I'm Lowe's. I don't know, tell me what you guys think. Is there any games that you like that you would like me to play? Any games that you want to come over to the house and play with me? Anyways, let me know. Next time, guys.